Sunday, everybody. Welcome back to the channel and happy BHM Pattern Designer Sewing Challenge kickoff. Actually, it kicked off the day before you're seeing this on February 1st and it goes through February 28th. I will pop up the rules right here, but it's real easy. It is, you will have to tag myself, So Natural Dane, as well as BHM Pattern Designers, and use the hashtag BHM Pattern Designers 25. Yeah, it is time. Everything is kicked off. But first of all, I want to welcome those who are new to the channel and welcome back for those who continue to tune in from week to week. For those who are new, this is the annual sewing challenge. It's actually the 7th year. I cannot believe it. It is the 7th year, another milestone of hosting this challenge. I started this challenge back 7 years ago. I'll leave a link on the website so you can see a little bit of a history, but basically I didn't see the representation out in the sewing community overall for Black pattern designers, albeit at the time there were more commercial Black pattern designers than indie. There were only like, it was just a handful of indie. Now we have a beautiful list, not just for garments, but for handbags, for wallet patterns, for embroidery, for quilting, for knitting, for crocheting. And so I have links to all those different areas of creativity that you can tap into throughout this month. Now the thing is, you only have until the 28th to submit your entry and make sure that you are following these rules. And first, I do want to give a shout out to Miss Lisa. I told you guys, the Threads room, that follow her. She is somebody that I have hired to run the BHM Pattern Designers account for the entire month. So she's moderating, doing all of that. I'm truly thankful and blessed for her help, and yeah, very excited about it. So any questions and anything that pop up over there, she will definitely be getting back to you. And yeah, we got it all taken care of behind the scenes. But again, Lisa, thank you, thank you, thank you. And I should have answered all of the comments at this point from my previous video. If you missed it, Lady Dane is just right over here out of eye shot. But the shirt dress, Vogue 1933. And remember, I asked you guys for some suggestions on shirt dress patterns. You guys came through on my notepad, which is available on the website. I think that was probably blurry, but I wrote down all the shirt dress patterns I'm thinking of doing, and then on the back I wrote down all of the suggestions. So as I was going through the comments, I was writing down. And so yeah, I'm gonna put this on my work board. You all know I have a work board over here where I list projects and everything that I'm working on, and I can just kind of see, you know, what's coming up next. And for those who don't know, I'll just show you real quick. So yeah, it's that board. I haven't put all of my February items up there yet, but that's where I put everything. So yeah, I'm just going to use one of the magnets actually for this list, because remember, I'm doing one every month, and I'm doing one for this month. I'm very excited to share with you what it is. I'm just going to use one of the magnets and put this up there so I can have it separate. But okay, BHM Pattern Designers, I am here to share with you my plans. And I first want to start out by just simply acknowledging that we are, at least here in the United States, there's a lot going on. And I understand that a lot of it is overwhelming for many, either directly or indirectly. And so I hope and pray that this sewing challenge, because you've heard me say, I absolutely love to sew, right? But it's also therapeutic for me to kind of shut out the noise, and not to say that you're avoiding anything that's going on, because again, it's either a direct effect or an indirect effect. And so, but the sewing creativity allows you to put that out and just zone in on your creativity endeavors. So I hope and pray that BHM Pattern Designers 2025 is that for you, and that you all participate. Again, it's open to everyone. It's open internationally. The only caveat with the international is I know that there was some new, I believe is GDPR regulations that were put in place. If somebody, I cannot say, I don't want to shut the challenge off internationally. I'm keeping it international. However, if it's one of the areas, so people in Australia and all of that obviously can enter, you know, internationally. But I know in the, I think it's some part of EU that there's some new GDPR regulations that I probably would not, if a person was from over there, I probably would not be able to ship anything to you. But everybody else internationally that's participating, just join in on the fun. I encourage you. It does not matter your race. It does not matter your ethnicity. This is open to the entire sewing community, but the focus has always been and will continue to be annually the month of February, which is Black History Month in the United States, to be the focus on supporting Black pattern designers. Obviously, we do this all year round, right? But February, we are putting heavy emphasis on support, on making up the garment, of being very, you know, intentional about what we will be working on. And so I do want to circle back. Thank you all for another big thank you all for those who have placed your orders. If you saw my YouTube video, I will pop it up here where you can see all of the details. But you all know the new products have launched for 2025 from Sew Natural Dane, as we are all supporting different Black pattern designers and different things like that throughout the month of February. Heavy emphasis. Consider supporting me, Sew Natural Dane, and the different products that are available. I know many of you absolutely loved this. If you saw that video, you know that this mug is actually the mug that the retreat attendees are receiving inside of their goodie bags. It's a 15-ounce mug. It says Luxury Sewing Retreat. Is maroon handle, maroon on the inside. You already know that they're receiving this, but I am offering this limited edition throughout the month of February. So you only have until February 28th to purchase the mug. And I'm also offering, I saw quite a few orders come through for the t-shirts, so I'm also offering that publicly. These obviously are the ones that the retreat attendees are getting as part of their goodie bag, but you have until the 28th to order both of those. Oh, and then also the mug. I'll pop up a picture here. The mug, because I also released the mouse pads with the sewing theme mouse pads. The mug design comes in the mouse pad as well. And so that's also limited edition until February 28th. The rest, everything else is, you know, will be continue to be available on the website. It's just those three that are very specific for this year, that's related to the retreat, that that will be available until the 28th. And remember, if you are watching this on YouTube, you do have a discount code in the description box. It's SNDYT10 for 10% off, and that code expires this coming Friday, February 7th, 2025. So I want to thank everybody. What have I seen has been the most popular items? It's kind of split. I would say for sure the acrylic jumbo clips. You all are loving those jumbo clips. The other thing are the notepads and the sticky notes. And so yeah, and then the monthly makes calendar. So grab your calendar. Again, remember I mentioned the calendar is not numbered. The months are not, the numbers are not in the months in here. That way it doesn't matter when you purchase it or when you start using it. It's not regulated to, oh, it's January, oh, I need to hurry up and get it. No, if you come across this in February, March, April, May, June, July, August, and you want it, it does not matter. You can start this at any time. And remember, this year it comes with the free stickers. I shared that with you, the monthly make stickers, and all that is on the website as well. And then I have other stickers. So actually it's almost a split about what you all really gravitated towards. But yeah, quite a few orders. I appreciate it. Again, it's all pre-sale, so 2 to 3 weeks from the time that you place your order is when you should receive notification of it being shipped out. All right. Oh, and the last thing I want to mention before I get into my items for the month and what I got planned, and my birthday outfit I have planned, the retreat. So I'm always, you know, going live in our private Facebook group for the retreat, and so they know everything that's going on pretty much, and they already know when the retreat will be held next year, because it was last year when I took them, I went live at the actual venue just to walk them around and everything so they can physically see stuff, and if they had questions I can answer. But the exciting thing is I had already decided last year that I would do it again in 2026, but it was split for those who wanted to attend this month. So again, for those, I'm taking for granted that everybody who's watching me already know this, but I am hosting an in-person multi-day luxury sewing retreat here in Texas, February 25th through the 28th. It is during the week. Now, one thing that I can say is many people inquired, and then I also spoke with the retreat attendees that's coming this year and next year. What would they prefer? Do they have a preference that is during the week like it is this year, or do they have a preference that it's over a weekend? And so the option one was a weekend. And so once we boiled down that, okay, it's going to be a weekend, I had to reach out to the venue. It's going to be at the same location. What weekends were available? Guess what weekend is available? And I went back to my people. But Valentine's Day weekend, the 12th through the 15th. And how about everybody was excited about that? Now, myself, I was fine with it, because my husband and I, we don't do necessarily like, oh, Valentine's Day, let's go out, because we tend to just go out whenever we want to, and if we just feel like doing a dressy up to go out somewhere, we'll just do it. We don't necessarily wait till, you know, Valentine's Day or something like that. And I did ask my husband, I said, would that bother you? He was like, no, because that's how we are. But taking that into consideration for others, everybody was like, that would be amazing. And then of course, you know, they were throwing out theme ideas for that weekend and different things to do, and I was like, I'm down, I'm game too. And so I have created an interest form. If you are interested in attending the BHM Pattern Designers Luxury Sewing Retreat in 2026, there is a link in this description box. I say head on over, get yourself on that interest form, so you know I can populate all of that information, and be ready for open registration probably within a couple weeks to secure your spot. I just need to collect the data, see how many people, all the information that I mentioned to you is on that form, so you can read it. You don't have to, you know, oh, you know, airport shuttle, all of that is on that interest form. Fill out the form if you're interested. It tells you what the deposit is on the form. It's not to collect anything right now. That's not the point. The point of me putting the interest form out there is simply just to see how much interest there is for it. The other thing is, a lot of people were like, oh, I wish you had more room. 2026, I will have more room. There will be more room. So yeah, it was capped at 30 this year. And but next year it is not capped at 30. There is a cap, but we'll talk about that later. But there, yeah, is much more than 30 for 2026. So very excited about that. If you are interested, I highly suggest getting on that list, because the people on the interest form list will be the first people that it will be pushed out to register, to immediately register before I open it up to the general public. And if you recall last year, all of the slots sold out in within a week. I don't even want to say it was the whole week, but it was, I would say, a week. All of the slots were gone. So I highly suggest get on that interest form list, so when I push out, okay, registration is open, grab your spot, you have it. All right. So let's get into what I am making. All right, so we are going to jump into what I am making, and I had grand old plans for this year. I was gonna get either StreamYard or Restream, one of the two streaming, multi-streaming platform services, and I was gonna go live. I was thinking, oh, that'll be fun to go live and make some of these things live, and you know, no, I don't have the bandwidth for that. And yeah, sometimes I forget I still have a full-time job, only because I work from home full-time, and you know, I work from home all day, but that doesn't mean I have that time like that. And what was I thinking? And so, and the fact that I'm preparing for all of these ladies to be here within like 3 weeks, and so I was like, okay, you're doing the most, you're doing too much. Nice gesture, but that's not gonna happen. So I'll do more live sewing and all that type of thing after BHM. So let's see. One of the items that I'm making, I am making a tote bag, preferably 2. The other thing I'm not going to do that I was planning on doing is, because you all know I tend to do this, if you've been following along any of these years, I tend to say specifically on what day you're going to get what make. And I decided not to do that this year, only because obviously with the launch of the products and also preparing for my very first multi-day sewing retreat, I didn't want to, if I didn't complete something in time, I didn't want that added stress on me. Oh, I didn't complete it in time, let me hurry up and do something to, you know, I didn't want that effect. And so these that I'm sharing with you, you will get this month, but dedicated day, only 1, maybe 2, I know for sure, because I want to do them early. But let's start with the first item. The first item is the Amara tote bag, and again, all of these are Black Pattern Designers, so ideas for you if you're interested. This is by Crafts Fully Made. It's the Amara handbag. Remember, my intentions was to do this in December, because I wanted that handbag so bad in December, but it was the hardware that I had the trouble with getting. And so I have the hardware. I picked it all up from, what is the lady's name? I'll tell you in the video. But anyway, Amara handbag. And so the idea and the plan is on Wednesday, that is the video that you're going to get. And so, and I'll have all the information there where I picked up the hardware. The pattern actually had the suggestions for where to get the hardware, because it was only one piece of hardware I needed to go out and get, and it was the diamond. I wanted the diamond handbag strap connectors, and she suggested Bringberry, which is in Canada, and then also Cute Monkey Fabric. They're US based, so I got it from Cute Monkey Fabric. I don't know at the time that I'm recording this video, because Bringberry is in Canada. Emmeline Bags in Canada. Y'all know those are 2 places I absolutely love ordering like different types of hardware from. And at the time of this recording, I don't know if those tariffs have kicked in for those spaces, those countries yet. So anyway, so the Amara handbag. The next one is, I want to do, and a couple of these I may not, you know, even get to, but I'm giving myself some you know, a little bit of a runway if I needed to pivot, that I can. So I'll probably mention several items more than there are the days that I upload. I only upload twice a week. Last year I had a video up every single day, completely burnt me out. I can't. No. So this year I'm sticking to my schedule. I upload every Sunday and Wednesday, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. So that is what you're going to get. But there's a couple pieces I made before. This one is Simplicity. It's Khaliah Ali. I've made this. Ooh, when did I make this? I think back in 2020. This is Khaliah Ali 3893. I got this pattern off of Etsy. And so I don't know if I'll be able to, yeah, I should be able to pop up a picture. But there is a particular view that and this is, if I didn't mention, I want to be my birthday outfit, so that I'm talking about. So this is the top. This is for the top. Absolutely love this. This is fabric I have had in my stash for so long, and this came from Melanated Fabrics. I'm pretty sure this came from Melanated Fabrics. Let me see if it's on here. Yeah, yep. This came from Melanated Fabrics because it's a Riley Blake design pattern made by Mimi G. So this came from Melanated Fabrics. I don't remember how many years ago that was, but there's actually, I bought enough to do a dress. But so here's the deal. I'm thinking of either, I'll be doing two things. I'll either be extending 3893 into a dress, depending on, I believe I have enough fabric to do that. And the view that I'm thinking about doing is view D. Because my husband and I are going out for dinner, which I'm excited about. We're trying this new restaurant. But D is absolutely beautiful. And the weather here, we are in the 80s, you guys. And so yeah, that would be absolutely beautiful. So I was thinking view D, because it has the elasticated, I think that's elasticated at the shoulders. I don't think there are strings. No, there are no strings, but it is elasticated at the shoulders, and I just absolutely love that look. So I think I have enough of this, I'm showing you the wrong side, to just make that into a full dress. But if I don't, I am going to get fabric for McCall's, this is also Khaliah Ali 7985. I've made that before. I made the tunic and the pants before. But if I don't have enough to do the full dress with adjustments and everything for this, then I will get some, I'm looking for deep purple. I'm gonna have to run to Joann's because I kind of planned this a little delayed. But yeah, I will have to get some fabric in order to do the pants, and I'll just do the top from the Khaliah Ali and then do the pants from 7985. We shall see. We shall see. I have to still look at the adjustments that I need to make on the pattern and then measure to see, ooh, do I have enough? Because it only needs to go a little bit past my knees. So we shall see. We shall see. You will find out. Then next is I purchased several new patterns. The shirt dress pattern that I will be making this month is by Les Kadia. Y'all know I always pronounce that wrong. Her Gemini shirt dress. When I saw the style lines on that, when I was looking, I was like, that will just fulfill my shirt dress you know, collection series that I'm doing now for 2025. And so, and I get to use a black pattern designer, so I did purchase the Gemini shirt dress. I believe I have enough of some linen. I have some deep turquoise linen. Oh, you can kind of see it right there above that yellow. That I think I have enough to do that in. I hope so. I'm looking to do a solid in that. Another and I also will be repeating some pieces throughout the month. And so, of course, I'll post all that when I do over on Instagram and whatnot. And shorts. I'll make sure I post in shorts, outfit of the day, of other stuff that I'm wearing by black pattern designers. I also purchased Malloria Designs, the peplum belt and skirt. Now this, I was like, oh, that would be nice over. So my vision, again, because it's warm now, my vision was, wouldn't it be nice to have a whole tank dress, excuse me, make a tank dress. I could use ME2026 for that. By the way, I am wearing this is ME2046 by Beauty J'adore, and I have on the pants from the you all remember these. I don't know if you can really see them, but those are the cargo knit pants by the Corny Rainbow 2055. And so I was thinking I can extend 2026 into a longer tank and then do the Malloria just as something real cute, because she shows on her Instagram different ways that she style it. So anyway, I picked it up and we shall see what I come up with. Then I also purchased Beauty J'adore, her drawstring bag pattern. And the reason I picked that is because you all know I wore the one bag I made last year for BHM. I didn't change it all year round, and except for if I went to an event or something, I needed a little clutch or something, and you know, I would switch it out. But for the most part, that was the bag I carried every day. And I said, okay, as much as I love handbags, I was like, I need to break and switch out my bag. So I thought the drawstring bag by Beauty J'adore was a good more sporty type bag, and it looks really easy to make. And I'm thinking of doing that in a camo. We shall see. But yeah, I thought that it looked to be relatively easy. I just have to tape that one together. So you should see that sometime this month as well. I also purchased the Sassy sweatsuit by Patterns by D. I did purchase that as well. That is one that I will be wearing at the retreat. So that is one that I always envisioned that I was gonna wear to the retreat when it came out and everything. I was like, oh, that looks perfect for the retreat because it's real casual, real comfy, but it's still cute and everything. And I was like, that would be cute to wear to the retreat. And that was one I was gonna sew live. Y'all, that's not happening. But anyway, so that one is also coming up. And then there is ME2028. This is, I also went back and looked at what people entered, or I at least remembered a lot of the entries that people did last year. And I feel like a couple people did the ME2028 by Aronica B. Cole. Well, several people I want to say did the top, but it was the pants I was more interested in, to modify them into shorts and for this type of weather, because it is for a fuller figure, more size inclusive, and I wanted to see kind of how that pattern came together to do some shorts that I can continue to wear all year round. So I don't have that pattern because I have not seen the sale yet. So hopefully that make it this month. It shouldn't be hard to pull together that particular pattern, because I already have a whole look in my head. I have all the other pieces already in my closet that I can pair with it, but I was thinking it would be nice to have that pattern, and then I can just wear all of the things I'm thinking together. But we shall see. That should be coming up. And then the final pattern, yes, the final pattern is, you all know, for those who are following, I do the monthly pattern and focus, and I mentioned in the previous video the pattern and focus for January was Vogue 1933, the shirt dress. Well, I said I'm doing the Vogue pattern in February, but it won't be, the subscribers won't be picking this one for this month. I picked it. I went specifically searching for it, and well, not for this specific pattern, but the designer, to see what kind of pattern she had out there. And it is a Tracey Reese pattern, and it is, and I'll pop it up on the screen, Vogue 1405. I found this on Etsy, and from Push Notions, it was $15 plus, you know, with tax and shipping came up to $21. And so I was like, I like that. And I got the size too. I got the size pack that's 16 through 24. So that is my Vogue pattern for the month of February. Yeah, for the month of February. And so I thought this was so nice. I do have fabric. I picked it up from Joann's earlier in the month of January. I have actually made something in this fabric last year. It was No Me. I forget what dress that was. It was Katy style. I can't think of the name of the pattern, but I made a dress out of that fabric, out of this fabric last year. And lo and behold, and I loved wearing it. And lo and behold, it was on the clearance rack at Joann's. So I asked for, I feel like I asked for 2.5 or 3, and it was only like a half a yard. No, it was less than a half a yard left. So she gave it to me. I forgot, it was something super duper cheap. She ended up giving it to, so I just got all of it. So I should have more than enough for this dress. And yes, it is a solid color, because what I find is I'd like to be able to interchange colors, solids with my prints. If I have a closet, I'm trying to strike a little bit more of a balance with the colors that I have in my closet. I'm always going to gear towards my colorful pinks, purples, all of that. That's not going anywhere. But I do want some pieces that is a little bit more just, okay, it's a solid color, and let me just juice it up with some jewelry, with the jewelry that I wear, costume jewelry, stuff like that. And so, and I absolutely pictured this for lunches out, for church, different things of that nature. And so I was like, this should be fine. And it don't require a lot. It says about 2 7/8, so I know I have more than enough to make this. And so, and it calls for a zipper, which why a zipper when this thing can go clearly over your head? Y'all know I'm not putting a zipper in here. But anyway, and it's the zipper. No, we're not doing that, but it calls for a zipper to go in the back. And so yeah, I'm not doing that. But anyway, so that is the fabric for Vogue 1405, and I think that is it. So like I said, I mentioned several patterns to give myself build in some contingency if something don't go quite as that I like. These were the ones that were top of mind that I wanted to execute on this month. If I don't get to all of them, I'm perfectly fine with that. But I do want to, my goal is to definitely, I'll have a video for you every Sunday and Wednesday in the month of February. So you know you're gonna get something. But again, I have more patterns then there are video days available, and again, that's to allow me some flexibility there. So yeah, let me know what you think. Like I said, I don't have a fabric for every single thing that I'm making, but yeah, I'm really hoping I can make the dress for 3893 for my birthday as opposed to a 2-piece, because that dress of course will be worn throughout the summer. It'll go into early fall here, all of that. So that is it. That's all I got. Let me know what you all think of the selections, and let me know what you are planning to make, and if you are planning on participating. And if you are, definitely let me know what you plan to make. Tag BHM Pattern Designers. It will be reposted on socials. Your work in process, pattern selections, getting started, you know, that type thing. So make sure that you are following over there. And if you do want any of the new items that were launched, make sure you use SNDYT10 to get 10% off. And yeah, especially grab the limited edition items. Everything else will be continue to be available online. But yeah, all right everybody, I appreciate you. I thank you so much for tuning in to today's video. And again, take time to step into your creativity and allow the humming sounds of your serger of your sewing machine fill your day. All right everybody, have a blessed one, and we'll see you on Wednesday. Bye.